Why is the Joker the most terrifying villain in the Batman canon? What makes him more frightening than Bane, who broke Batman's back, or the Riddler, who murdered dozens of people in a single night? They both witness tragedy, but it's how they respond to this meaninglessness that drives home the difference between them. Bruce Wayne sees the death of his parents as meaningless and without hope, so he dedicates his life to creating meaning through his war on crime. When he murders people, he doesn't do it to create fear or to express dominance. We all have a little bit of Joker inside of us. Sometimes when we look at people, we can't help but wonder, are they really as good as they seem? There is nothing wrong with him except that he's a nihilist who believes life is one cosmic joke. A big one. Anyone can become a nihilist after a sufficiently bad day, even Batman. While Batman creates meaning through his war on crime and justice, Joker embraces the abyss of meaninglessness. In his book, Cool Hand Luke, philosopher Baudrillard says Joker embodies evil as total disregard for good. He's not the opposite of Batman, but its reflection. This means evil isn't something that opposes good. It's the absence of it. Evil is meaningless, chaotic, absurd, while good is meaningful, orderly, and serious. We can't help but laugh at his antics, even though we know we should be afraid of him. This is what makes Joker such a dangerous character. He's able to use our own humanity against us, our capacity for empathy, and our sense of humor. He's able to make us laugh until we cry, until we lose all sense of who we are and what we believe in. We usually think of evil as something dark, scary, and powerful, but those are all characteristics of good. When we imagine evil, we really mean its opposite, good. That's why we fear evil, because it threatens the things we value, our lives, loved ones, and sense of justice. Evil is meaningless, so it has no rules or boundaries. It can do anything. This makes it both fascinating and terrifying. All humans are capable of abandoning their morals and embracing chaos, just like he did when he killed his father and left Gotham as a child. In a world where anything goes, where there are no consequences for actions, we can do whatever we want. He's a nihilist who rejects all meaning and values. He's also a deeply human character who's struggling to find his place in the world. In a way, Joker is the ultimate challenge to Batman, because he represents the worst parts of ourselves, the parts that we try to keep hidden away. When we look at Joker, we're confronted with our own mortality and the fragility of our civilization. We're reminded that evil is always present, waiting for an opportunity to strike. And this is what makes the Joker such a powerful symbol of evil. It's not just a character in a comic book or movie. He's a part of us all, and sometimes this can be tempting. Have you ever found yourself fantasizing about doing something terrible? Something that would hurt others for no reason other than pure enjoyment? Maybe you imagined yourself as some kind of god, having absolute power over other people's lives and deaths. Or maybe you saw yourself as a victim of circumstance, someone trapped by their past and forced to make terrible choices in order to survive. Whatever the case may be, these thoughts are a natural part of the human experience. We all have the capacity for great good and terrible evil, and it's this tension between the two that makes us who we are. Do they have a dark side that's just waiting to come out? As he says, he's just trying to make people laugh. In response to a nihilistic world, he offers a radical form of liberation, freedom from the shackles of morality and meaninglessness. Through his crimes, he doesn't just destroy property or make money. He systematically destroys people's belief in good versus evil itself. By killing Wayne's parents, he breaks Bruce's spirit and sends him on his crusade. But he also laughs at Batman, not because he fears him, but because he sees their similarities. Both are broken men who embrace opposite ends of the spectrum, order versus chaos. And the scariest part is that, according to the Joker, the answer is yes. We all have that darkness inside of us. He commits crimes because he wants to see the effect they will have on Batman. For him, Batman's noble goals make him the perfect target. By opposing everything Joker stands against, Batman becomes his ultimate challenge. Joker forces Batman to confront the darkness within himself and the world. If Batman represents the death of evil, then Joker must be its opposite, pure evil. And if we let it out, we could become the Joker. He does it because he thinks it's funny, because it's just another meaningless act in a meaningless world. Everything for the Joker is a joke. Everything except his own commitment to chaos. That's why he's the most terrifying of Batman's enemies. Meanwhile, Joker wakes up one day to find his face burned into a grotesque grin, permanently stuck in a mocking laugh. This origin story is important because it shows us that one single bad day is all it takes to turn an ordinary person into a monster. A single bad day can turn you into the Joker. Some may say it's his unpredictability, but that's a misconception. His Joker toxin kills people by making them laugh so hard that their faces end up as twisted and broken as his own. And that's why he's the most terrifying. In the philosophical view of Baudrillard, the Joker represents ultimate evil. It's not as the opposite of good, but as a total disregard for it. To understand this, we need to look at the Joker's sense of humor. The Joker is chaos incarnate, but that doesn't make him unpredictable. His evil is total and systematic. There's a method to his madness, a darkness at the core of his being that sees all of humanity's values as a bad joke. In the graphic novel, The Killing Joke, we see both Batman and Joker on what could be called a bad day. Unlike other villains who simply do evil things, the Joker destroys the very concept of good. He doesn't think there's anything funny about being evil or doing bad things. In fact, he thinks it's ridiculous. The Joker scares us because he reminds us that we all have an inner darkness. Hi, it's me. Number 4, the Joker. In the 2019 film Joker, Arthur Fleck's psychiatrist says he isn't insane. It's easy to dismiss Joker as insane or just plain evil, but he's actually closer to being an existential hero than a villain. As Alan Moore wrote in his graphic novel, The Killing Joke Joker is evil incarnate, pure and simple. But there's another interpretation of what Joker represents. So what does this say about us? Why do we find evil so compelling? What makes Joker such a compelling character is that he embodies this struggle. And yet, despite all this, there's still something undeniably funny about him. Thanks for watching. See you next time.